So, what if I told you that everything you've ever been taught about achieving your goals is, well, completely backwards? We're about to dive into the real mechanics of how success actually works, and trust me, it's going to flip your entire perspective on its head. Let's do this. Yeah, I know how that sounds. A little weird, right? Maybe even wrong. But what if the most successful people in history all understood a secret about bending reality that starts with, well, telling yourself a lie? Just hang with me here, because this one idea, it could change absolutely everything for you. Okay, so to really get this, we have to start with one massive fundamental idea: the difference between your brain and your mind. They are not the same thing. And understanding this is like getting the admin password to the operating system of your reality. Think about it like this. Your brain, that's the hardware. It's the physical 3-pound lump of tissue in your skull. It's an amazing tool for sure, but all it can really do is process old information and react to what's happening around you. But your mind? Your mind is something else entirely. It's the field. It's non-physical. It's not limited by time or space. Your mind doesn't just react to the past. It literally projects the future into existence. And you know what? Modern psychology totally backs this up with something called confirmation bias. Your brain's job isn't to show you what's true. Its job is to show you what's consistent with what you already believe. So if you believe you're unlucky, your brain will literally filter out all the good stuff and point to every single setback as proof. See? I told you so. And the bouncer at the door of your awareness is a little bundle of nerves called the reticular activating system, or RAS. You program this bouncer with whatever you focus on. So if you're constantly focused on what you don't have, your RAS will literally hide opportunities for abundance from you, because you've told it they're not on the VIP list. You know, this isn't some new idea. Ancient wisdom, like from texts such as the Kybalion, has been saying this for centuries. The universe is mental. So the big takeaway here is that you're not just a passenger watching the movie of your life. You're the one in the director's chair. So, if our minds are this powerful, how come so many of us feel so stuck? Well, it's because most of us have fallen for a massive trap. We're all taught this formula, right? First, you have to have the money or the degree. Then you can go do the thing. And only then, after all that work, can you finally be the person you want to be. It sounds so logical, but it's completely backward. Living this way means your identity is always conditional on something outside of you. You're constantly waiting for permission, waiting for the perfect moment. You're chasing a version of yourself that you're not allowing yourself to just be, right here, right now. It's exhausting. But what if we've had the formula completely wrong this whole time? This is where everything changes. It's this incredibly powerful alternative. The shift is to flip it. You start with being. You just decide who you are first, without a single piece of evidence. And from that state of being, you just naturally start doing what that person would do. And what happens next? You start to have the results that that identity attracts. Seriously, think about it like this. Your identity is the operating system of your life. You can't run billionaire software on a broke operating system. It just won't work. To change your life, you have to upgrade the source code first. You have to change who you believe you are. And when you look at them side by side, the difference is just staggering. Have do be is all about reacting to life, always waiting. It's a struggle. But be do have, that's about giving yourself permission. It's about being the cause, not the effect. That's where you find flow. Okay, so I can already hear you thinking, this all sounds great, but my bank account doesn't reflect wealthy right now. How do you be something that your current reality just doesn't support? Well, this is where the really controversial part comes in. You have to lie. But wait, before you click away, we need to totally redefine the word lie. A lie in this context isn't something bad or immoral. It's simply a statement of truth that you haven't gathered enough evidence for. Yet, it's a future fact that's just currently unconfirmed. The process is like climbing a staircase. You start at the bottom with the lie. You say, I am a confident leader. And yeah, your brain is going to scream, no, you're not. That's okay. Your job is to step up to the next level, delusional belief. You start acting as if it's already true. This action starts to generate little breadcrumbs of evidence, microproof. And you keep collecting that proof until the belief becomes real, unshakable, and then one day, it's not a lie anymore. It's just who you are. So from this moment on, your new job is to be a lawyer for your future self. You have to actively hunt for every single tiny piece of evidence, a small compliment, a tiny win that supports this new identity. You are building a case for a new reality until the verdict is undeniable. And listen, this isn't just some nice-sounding theory. The source points to absolute icons who use this exact principle to achieve things that everyone else thought was impossible. People who worked with Steve Jobs talked about his reality distortion field. He would just state an impossible goal as if it were already a fact, and his belief was so strong, so unwavering, that it literally seemed to bend reality, pushing his team to do things they never thought they could. And maybe the most famous example of all is Muhammad Ali. He told the entire world he was the greatest, long before he had any belts to prove it. He started with the identity. He declared the lie with so much conviction that his entire being, his training, his performance, rose up to meet it. The proof came after the belief. These examples are just so powerful, and they perfectly illustrate the power of leading with identity. So let's bring this all home with an actual game plan that you can start using today. Here you go, 4 simple steps. First, you choose your identity. Don't ask for permission, just decide. Second, you declare it. Say it out loud, I am this now. Third, you go on a hunt for all those little pieces of microproof. And last, and this is the most important one, you embody it. Every single day, ask yourself this question: what would the version of me who is already a success do right now? And then you just do that. So in the end, it all comes down to this really powerful thought. You can let your past, your old beliefs, and your current circumstances keep writing your story for you. Or you can take the pen back, declare a new truth, and start writing an entirely new chapter yourself. The choice is yours.